Thinking about selling your home? I've got 4 common mistakes you need to avoid. Stick around and I'll tell you exactly what they are. Roll the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Estate 360. My name is Brad Myers, 20-year home inspector turned real estate agent with Harmony Realty Group right here in Delta, Ohio. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe down below and tap on that bell so you're notified of my videos that come out every week. On this channel, I try to bring useful information to home buyers and sellers in and around Fulton County, Ohio. And by the way, do you have questions? If so, put them in the comments down below and I'll answer them right away. Okay, so most homeowners already know the common issues with selling a home. On this video, I'm going to bring you the 4 pitfalls that can really stress you out. Many home sellers focus on preparation when they get ready to sell their home, and that's very, very important. Yes, you need to declutter. Yes, you need to work on curb appeal. But there is so much more that goes into the sale of a house than just getting it ready for the market. There's 4 other areas that I want you to know about as well. Number 1 is financing. Congratulations, you've got a full price offer on your home. The offer comes in with a pre-qualification letter and you're certain the buyer is able to close on that loan, but you shouldn't be. To be a smart home seller, you need to ask questions and dig a little bit deeper on the information that came with that pre-approval letter in the offer. Here's what you should be asking. Did the buyer simply talk to the lender on the phone and verbally give them their debt and income information? Or has the buyer provided to the lender documentation that proves what their income and overall financial picture is, such as bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, etc.? Has the lender even run their credit yet? If the buyer for your house sends a pre-approval letter that states on it that yes, all documentation has been provided to the lender, then this piece of paper is much more valuable than one where the information was just verbally provided to the lender. Now, this may seem pretty obvious, but sellers are so excited to accept an offer on their home that they really don't stop and read the information that's on that pre-approval letter. Do your best to avoid this issue and insist the buyer provide this documentation to the lender before you accept their offer. Number 2 is title. Home sellers very rarely think about any issues that may pop up during the title work process when they get ready to sell their home. The title company and the lender are both going to need to make sure that there's no issues on that title report. For example, was there a break in the chain of title at some point? Or is there an old lien on the house? Or are there inaccuracies on the legal description? These are just a few examples of issues that can get in your way. If you want to get ahead of any potential title issues, contact a trusted title agent before listing your home. Have them run a title search. That way you know of any issues before you even list the house. Okay, number 3, inspections. Most sellers think their home is in great condition. However, they're not going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb the same way a home inspector does. Imperfections will be found even in the most well-cared-for homes. If you want to avoid any major issues, consider contacting a home inspector to do a pre-listing home inspection on your home. The inspector is going to go all through your house top to bottom and report on any major issues they find. This is especially important when it comes to hard-to-access areas such as the crawl space or attic areas. From there, you can make any necessary repairs that are needed or adjust the asking price accordingly. Most home buyers are going to hire an inspector anyway, so you might as well get ahead of the game and get these issues out of the way so they're not a major problem in the future. Okay, number 4, the appraisal. Another potential pitfall to overcome in the escrow period is the appraisal. The buyer's lender needs the appraisal done to make sure that your house is actually worth what the contract price is. Appraisers are looking at your house in a very clinical way and they have guidelines to follow. Make sure your home is show ready when the appraisal comes out. Appraisers are supposed to look past a cluttered mess, boxed up items, but appraisers are human too. It only makes sense to make sure your house looks its very best when someone comes out to value it. I also ask all my sellers to provide a list of any upgrades or renovations they've done along with any costs involved. For example, new roof, new AC, new heating system, etc. Then I make sure and provide this information to the appraiser so that they have all the information that the seller would want to pass along. But please remember, even on the perfectly cleaned house, all the information is given to the appraiser. There's no guarantee that that house is going to come in on value. So there you have it, 4 mistakes to avoid when you get ready to sell your house. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. And that's a wrap.